What's up, bros?
Sup, guys?
It's been a little bit.
Just a smidge.
Just a smidge.
Just a little bit.
Life got a bit busy
Over the holidays.
over the holidays.
Yes.
Really busy.
But in saying that as well, I started my own YouTube channel, started doing my own thing
Yeah.
a little bit.
Yeah.
But that's still a little bit inconsistent here and there.
Yeah.
Just like stuff comes up, I'm like, oh damn, that can go on the back burner.
Yeah. Yeah.
Felt like that was most of the holidays.
Yeah. Yeah, well, with the holidays, like, I was just, every time that I had free, I was, like, doing something. Had a festival, had a party, had a 21st. I was just...
Yeah, you were barely home.
I wasn't really here. Hello, Neo.
Hey Neo, what's up?
Oh, well...
Well, what'd you do when you were busy?
Well, I was working like 30 to 35 hours a week, so that's like, but I'm casual, so that's like almost full time.
That is full-time hours,
Yeah,
basically.
yeah, basically.
35, 40 hours is
Yeah.
full-time, isn't it?
Yeah. So I was just working a bunch, and then I went to Port Lincoln for like 5 days. Saw some sharks. So cool. That was the best experience I've ever had. Like, so good. They were huge sharks. Like 4.8 meters.
That's crazy.
That's like, it's like double me and then plus like another half me. Yeah, it's just insane that those exist. And then there was sharks that were bigger than that.
Yeah, no, I don't think I'd be too comfortable doing that.
No.
But I'd still like to do it.
Yeah. Oh,
So
it was sick.
Where was it in Port Lincoln? It was just...
It was... We
it's
went...
in the Bay area, isn't it? Sort of like where they dock all the ships and fish.
Yeah, so that's where you start, but then you go like 2 hours out.
2 hours out.
Yeah.
Damn, that's a trek.
So it's kind of comfortable, like you kind of feel more comfortable at the beach because you're like, oh, that's where they hang out, like 2 hours out.
Yeah, but in saying that as well, we've had a lot of shark alarms around this area.
That is true.
Go
That's
off.
true.
And wasn't there one like in the river mouth?
Yeah.
Like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, but not like 5 meter great white sharks.
No, of course not. But
Yeah.
still, the sharks like...
Yeah,
Around
that
this
would have
area.
been like a bronze whaler or something.
Yeah.
They're chill. They're not super
Aggressive.
Yeah, no. But yeah, we have seen a lot of shark sightings.
Well, it was just... There's the plane or the helicopter going around all the time, and then
Yeah.
every like week or a couple of weeks or so,
Yeah.
it'll go off.
Yeah. It's happening more often now, which is I'm kind of interested to know why.
Do you reckon it would be the temperature of the water? It's a little bit colder than usual.
I would say, yeah,
This summer hasn't been as hot
yeah,
as in compared to like, I don't know, 3-4 years ago, we would get like 2-3 weeks of 30 to 40 degree heat.
yeah,
And that was our summer.
yeah,
But now we've had like maybe 3 days
3 days where it's,
over 30.
yeah, and then like one day that was 40.
Yeah. So it's like, we're not as hot. So I'm thinking if the water's cooler, it might be more beneficial or like more ideal for sharks.
Yeah, well they do prefer like colder waters, but
But all the fish don't necessarily.
yeah, necessarily.
So they got to go to the warm water for food.
Yeah, but I was talking to one of my professors, and he was like, oh yeah, they don't really mind what the temperature of the water is. Like,
Well,
sharks.
I mean, that's where they live. They would be like, oh,
Yeah.
it's cold, or oh, it's hot.
Yeah, it's not too. I don't think they care too much about it. They kind of like with grey white sharks. They're basically everywhere.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Hello, Neo.
Hey, puppy. Good boy.
He's
Doing a heck and sit. Right in the bottom. Right in the bottom corner. Boop!
yeah, good boy, Neo.
Yes,
You
you
did
did
it.
well.
You did it. Yeah. But he said that they don't really care. So but I'm like, surely there's like something.
Probably dolphins probably care more than sharks would. Sharks
Yeah.
would. I feel like doesn't really matter unless like there's food.
Yeah. In saying that, I went on a walk. It was yesterday, and I saw a dolphin. Like, hello, Neo.
You want to get in here? Get in the mix? Yeah? Come here.
Come on.
Up you get. Yeah, good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Who's our good boy?
Yeah, and I saw a dolphin like 2 meters inshore.
Yeah, well, me and Amy went for a walk. I think it was last week, and we literally saw a pod of dolphins like 10 meters out.
Yeah.
You could walk out there and go, like, fuck with them.
Yeah, because I saw it and it looked like a really like. I was like, that's like a really big fish, and I was like, oh, it might be a shark, and I was like, wow.
Or a stingray or something. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it wasn't a stingray. It was long.
Yeah.
I just
because
saw...
there was a stingray I reckon 2 weeks ago as well.
Yeah.
It was like a stingray with his fins like coming up.
Yeah, they like doing that.
Yeah.
So, and I was like, oh, that's a really big fish, and then it went, and then the little fin came out. I was like, oh, it's a dolphin, and I don't think it was like it wasn't an adult, but it wasn't like a child. It was like an adolescent dolphin. Yeah, and it was just, and legit, as I was walking along the Esplanade, it was like kind of just cruising on like 5 meters inshore. It was insane. Like,
that's cool. Hey,
yeah,
when you see shit like that.
Yeah, I was just stopped and I was like, oh, hello.
Hello there.
Yeah, because I looked down and I was very confused, and then it was a dolphin. Yeah, so and in saying that, when the 2-hour drive. Oh, okay. So me and a couple of mates were having this conversation on the boat.
Yeah.
You drive a boat, yeah? You don't, there's no other word.
What other word would you use to steer? Steer a boat? That's like the direction, I guess.
Yeah, moving forward in a boat is driving.
Yeah.
Because
Well, you got to have your driver's license to get your boat license, don't you?
Yeah, this is true. But do you boat?
No,
You do not boat.
No one says I boated here.
But you can't say that I drove.
You drove the boat. I sailed the boat.
But there was no
you're
sail.
You're not sailing, are you? You're using an engine.
So what's the word for it?
Moved forward in a boat on a body of water. Who says that?
Because you can't be like, oh yeah, we drove to the islands. Because we drove on water, but then that still doesn't make sense. We went on a boat to the island.
Yeah, that's the most logical way of saying it.
Yeah.
Without confusing someone. Just
Yeah.
oh yeah, I drove there. What do you mean?
Yeah, just underwater.
On a hoverboat.
Yeah. So, yeah, there was that. But on the way there, we saw this pod of dolphins, common dolphins. They were pretty...
Were they riding the bow of the ship? On the side?
Yeah, not necessarily. They were just a bit further out because they were diving through the waves.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And there were some pretty big waves. And then we stopped, and then we saw the seals. The guy did a little donut in his little boat.
Yeah.
And then the seals were jumping out.
That's cool.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. But we didn't go see the seals. We just saw that because the people that were doing the combo, we had to pick them up from there. Yeah. And then we went to the sharks.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. And then as soon as we got there was a huge shark that just rocked up, and everyone was like, "Wow, that was quick." Yeah. So just ominous.
Ideal.
It's you just see it, and we're just like, is that a shark?
Yeah.
And it was just this giant shadow. It's just okay. And then, it was just, you just can't, when you initially see it, you just can't believe it.
Yeah.
Because it's
a cold-blooded killer, bro.
Cold-blooded killer. And then, as it was just circling the boat, the first people got in, they saw, I think, like 2 different sharks, and then next people, and then so I think there was 5 individual sharks there throughout the day. Yeah, which is really a lot, and especially they stayed there the whole day basically.
What?
Yeah.
Were they hunting, eating, breeding? Like, what were they doing?
They were just chilling, and then because like you'd throw the bait out, and then.
So they were just like, oh, if we wait here, we'll get fed.
Yeah, essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they were chilling, but I've got a few videos of like the sharks coming out of the water, eating it, and then underwater like circling, and just like there's a shot that I have that's like
it's coming straight for you.
And then it attacks the bait, and then like it's pretty cool.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, and like seeing that, it's crazy. Yeah, and then because there was another shot where one of my friends was like, had their like arm out. And,
fuck that!
And they were like, oh yeah, it's like going that way. And then the other one comes around the corner and
like,
she was oh, my hand's out. Yeah, that was scary.
Do you reckon Neo would bark at a shark?
Probably, but I don't think he would know it would necessarily be there unless he like saw it. But
he doesn't go in the water, so he wouldn't see it.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, and then besides that, we just went to a couple beaches.
Yeah.
And when we went to one of the beaches, there was like 2 or 3 dolphins that like came up to us.
Oh, cool.
And like was like
that far away.
It was probably about 1 meter or 2 away.
Yeah.
And just went like probably trying to get a fish.
Yeah.
And then just like zoomed off.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Well, I think what we could talk about as well is the Summer Sounds Festival, because that is a rarity around the world, is going to live music festivals. So I should preface it by saying I didn't go. I've already got tickets to go see most of the people that I want to go see later in the year.
Yeah.
But due to the COVID restrictions in Adelaide, or the amount of cases in Australia, we're able to actually go to live music.
Yeah, that was, So in saying that, I went to 4 of them.
Yeah, you went nuts.
Yeah. I almost went to 5.
So what was the setup like?
So
'cause obviously there's pods.
Yeah, so the pods are like basically just like metal fence
areas.
So probably 2 meters.
2 by 2.
2 by 2.
2 by 2. Like 2 of you lying down.
Oh, maybe
you're like 2 meters tall.
Yeah, maybe like 1
like
and a half.
3.
No, it was pretty small.
Tiny. Oh, Jesus.
Like, it was enough for, like, 4... You know, like, the seats I would have at school?
Like at a desk?
No. In, like, assemblies. Like
yeah.
It was, like, 4 of them wide.
In a row. Yeah, okay.
So it wasn't big.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
And then what? I heard that you had to order everything off of an app?
Yeah, it's on an app on your phone. You'd scan... So you'd, like, pick what you want.
Scan your pod,
and then it would come up to you. But holy moly, it was expensive.
Yeah.
For drinks there.
Yeah, what? Were they normal festival price or even more expensive?
Even more expensive.
Yeah, because they had to pay a waiter to go deliver drinks.
Yeah. Yeah, it was so expensive. It was like $56 for like 4 Captain Morgans and Coke.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's what you pay for like a bottle of Captain Morgan.
Yeah. It was insane. So yeah, that was one of the...
you would just get smashed beforehand.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then they weren't really like fully searching our bags. So the last one I bring in like
alcohol, so you could just top them up. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I bring like a water bottle full of like CC and dry, so it was just like
drinking that.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Yeah, and that was the one that I probably got most drunk at, and I like ended up breaking the
pod.
Yeah, because like I was shaking it, and then it just came off.
I'm sure heaps of people would have done that though.
Yeah.
Was the crowd rowdy? Was it rowdy or not? Really?
For some of them, yes. For some of them, like Ocean Alley, everyone was just vibing.
Yeah.
But like, because Ruby Field's open for Ocean Alley. But so our pod, because like we all love Ruby Fields, so we were just like going hard, and then everyone else was like,
What?
why do you mosh at Ruby Fields? Ruby Fields is good. It's good mosh. But then like everyone got like really excited for Ocean Alley and was like standing up, but they were just like, yeah, yellow, mellow, woo, chill.
Yeah, yeah.
So it wasn't like hard, but then the last one, June Rats, everyone was like
Getting into it.
Everyone was like going hard. It was good. They were like moshing in their own pods.
That's funny as.
like 6 people were just like
Just bashing against each other in a like tiny area.
Yeah,
That's hilarious.
It was quite funny.
Yeah, because that was my thing. I was like, I've already got tickets to go see the bands that I want to go see.
Yeah.
And it's later in the year, so I think they won't be like the pod situation. It might be an actual crowd, but it might be like outside of something along those lines at least.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was my main worry was there's no crowd interaction really when you're sitting down in pods.
Yeah.
There's no like, can I get a hell yeah?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. It's just everyone's dispersed.
Yeah. And that's what I found as well, that it was like very like imagine the actual space for a normal festival, but then instead of everyone being at the front, everyone was like spread out.
Yeah.
Which
evenly distributed.
Which is
what?
like weird to think about, because like when you think of festival, everyone's at the front.
Yeah.
And it's like,
you
can't move.
You pretty much get as close as you're comfortable, but everyone is in the same sort of area.
Yeah, and then like, because I remember at, was it Laneway? It was Spin-Off last year, and like it was just
shoulder to shoulder in the middle of
shoulder
the
to
crowd.
shoulder. I legit took my feet off the floor,
And you were just like,
and I was supported.
yeah.
So like that's how tight knit it was.
Yeah.
There, and then here it was just like so spread apart.
The dynamic would be so different.
It was, but it was really good because you couldn't lose your friends.
Yeah. There's no
Which is
fucking around.
so common in festivals where you just lose your mates and then you just make new ones.
Yeah, but I mean, that's sometimes the best part of a festival as well.
Yeah, very true, very true. In saying that, I like hopped over to a mate's pod that was like, so I basically ran over to that pod, to meet another Ewan.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Spelt the same?
No.
Oh.
It was, no, it wasn't.
What?
It was like EUAN.
Whack.
Yeah. But yeah, he was super chill. He was a good guy. All Ewans are chill.
The people that you've met.
Yeah, I've met like 2. It's still never spelt the same.
Connors are always like, I don't know how to put this in the right way, but they're not weird, but they're like beta males.
Yeah.
I'm ripping on myself here, but whenever I meet another Connor, he's a fucking pleb.
Oh, that's funny.
No offense to Connors out there watching. Shout out to my Connors.
Yeah, but you've never met a Connor spelled the same as yours.
No, not spelt the same. It's always been
yours
the like
freaking whack.
It's the Gaelic version of spelling Connor, but everyone else that I've met is just the white version of spelling Connor, which is CONNOR.
Yeah.
Which is boring.
Yeah, boring. Yeah, true.
But yeah, most of the time I meet like a Connor, he's like either gay or a beta male.
Yeah, fair. But yeah, so that was super interesting. I was very excited because I hadn't seen like live music in probably about a year.
Yeah, it's crazy to think about. It's been like, I went to Castaway.
Castaway was our last one.
And that was this time last year?
Yeah.
Maybe a month ago last year?
Yeah. So that was, so it would have been about a year ago.
Yeah.
And I'm a huge festival head, so I was fiending for some live music.
So am I, but I actually enjoyed the break a little bit because then you got to do a few different other things.
Yeah.
Like camping and all that sort of stuff that you don't prioritize when you have festivals to
Yeah,
go to.
you're like, I need to save up for this.
Yeah. So it was good. A lot of my friends and stuff went camping a lot more, which is fun. A lot more chill.
Yeah, it was definitely a chill year, but like not by choice.
Yeah, no.
But like it was, we still took advantage of the chill.
Yeah, I'm excited for live music to kick back up anyway.
Yeah, touch base.
Yes, hopefully that still goes ahead.
Because that's what, a month away.
Nah, 2. It's the start of April. So what are we? Start of Feb, March, April, 2.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's my March. March is in between that.
Yeah,
that's right. Yeah, well, hopefully. Oh, and did you see I think it was somersault jump or whatever? It's in Glenelg.
Oh
yeah, John Butler.
Yeah, I did see that.
I was
Montaigne as well.
Yeah.
They were the only 2 that I remembered. The other guys, I had no idea who they were.
Yeah. But I was like, John Butler, I was like, when was the last time I would have seen him? Would have been at like Womadelaide Adelaide when I was 9.
Yeah, literally. I have seen John Butler at the Big Day Out.
Yeah.
But that was when I was like 13.
Yeah.
But the last time we would have seen John Butler would have been, Womadelaide Adelaide when we were like 8 or 9.
Yeah, I feel like it was 2009. I don't know why that's like
in your head.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I did see, like, I might have seen him when I was, like, 12 or 13. You might have been 8 or 9 then.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. He's a good boy. Yeah. So, yeah, live musics. I'm so hyped now.
Yeah, I feel so bad for, like, the rest of the world, I guess.
Because they're just missing out.
No prospect whatsoever of any live music or any social gatherings.
In the nearest future.
Yeah, no. And then we're so lucky in Australia.
Here in Adelaide, we're just like,
yeah! Yeah. It's like when I reckon I heard Joe Rogan mention it. He's like, I see Snapchats of like places where they're handling corona like really well, and it's like people are out and about, people are doing stuff. You know how on SnapMap you can just like zoom in on a blue dot,
and then
click on it. Yeah. So he was doing that to like Australian people, and he was like, people are out and about, they're not wearing masks, they don't care, and we're like, well,
there's nothing here, bro.
Yeah, it's too hot for the coronavirus anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll see what happens with when we open up to the rest of the world. Cause
I don't want to do that.
don't do that.
The last time we did that, we instantly got more corona.
Yeah.
Like instantly, the day of, we got corona.
That's always going to happen. Like, unless the rest of the world gets on our level.
Yeah.
That's, as soon as we open up any borders or anything to international travel, it'll be like...
instant corona.
Yeah, it'd be like, all right, now you need to... I think they probably could be a little bit more stricter with the quarantine because, like, I can't remember who was explaining it to me, but he was saying that even in a house, say if you've got a house of 5 people...
Yeah.
Corona can jump between the 5 people and still last. Like, say if you've got one person who's infectious for 2 weeks...
Yeah.
The other 4 don't get it, but then they could contact it within that 4 weeks, and then they become infectious for 2 weeks, and then they infect someone else, and then they're infected. So it could be like 10 weeks where that household's infectious for, but you only have to quarantine for 2.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's...
So it's a bit like you don't know how, or you don't. Well, there's no right answers for it really. Like, we haven't figured it out yet until we get a vaccination.
Yeah. Which I think's definitely on the way.
Yeah.
Which I hope.
But it depends on how like effective it is as well. It's like if we roll it out and then all the anti-vaxxers don't get it and they go to travel, they're just gonna fuck everyone.
Oh, God damn it! Why do they exist?
Yeah, well, the rule, obviously there should be rules in place where it's like if you're going to travel internationally, you have to have a negative or a
negative result.
Negative result or a vaccination receipt or something.
Yeah.
But even then, you probably need both. a negative result and the vaccination.
Yeah, yeah. I feel like, that would be a good idea.
Like, you can't get on the plane until you've done this. But then they're going to have to, change all the airports and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's like, you walk in, get your COVID test, hand in your vaccination note, and then go.
Yeah.
Like, it won't be screening for...
temperature.
Or it might be screening for temperature, but it won't be, like, to go through the security gate, you might have to do all the security clearance like you used to have to do, like shoes off, belt off, and the corona test.
Yeah.
To actually get into the airport and stuff.
Yeah.
But I guess we'll see what the hell's going on.
Nice.
Triggered.
Oh. There we go.
We'll just cut that, that's fine.
Yep. Cool. What were we saying?
Something along the lines of
COVID test
to get into the airport in conjunction with the security clearance or whatever.
Yeah. So that would be good if you could like get a result back basically like instantly.
Yeah. What? Because it takes
about a day for some people.
Yeah, it takes a day. It took a day for me
Yeah.
to get a result back.
Yeah.
So, I mean, what? You'd have to do the COVID test before you go and then then bring the negative result?
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah, and then vaccination receipt.
But yeah. And it'll also, like, so we've obviously been stuck in Adelaide the whole time. It'll be interesting to go to Queensland and see what the environment is or, like, the culture around it is. Because I think we were really lucky in Adelaide. We only had a shutdown for, like, 2 months.
Yeah.
So local and small businesses didn't take that big of a hit.
Yeah, because,
But in, like, Queensland, New South Wales, Victoria, they had a bit of a longer shutdown.
Yeah.
So it'd be interesting to see if
how
many businesses are open and how well they've stayed the same or had to been forced to change.
Yeah.
Because
that's a good point.
It would suck if we like go to Coolangatta and we're on holidays and stuff, but then all the small businesses are closed and there's only the big businesses open, like pubs and like fast food places and stuff like that.
Yeah, that would suck.
Yeah, you'd be like, oh, cool, I can do nothing still.
Yeah, still can't do anything.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see what's going on over there at least anyway.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, and that'd be interesting because like I haven't really been out of
Adelaide, really.
Yeah, well, besides when I went to Lincoln.
Yeah,
but like that's the same.
Yeah, I feel like even in like most country towns in Adelaide, it
wouldn't have affected them.
No, it was literally just metropolitan Adelaide.
Yeah.
Because that was shut down.
That was the only
area.
Yeah. Yeah, because like Lincoln and like Roxby, they would have just been like, oh, that's so far away.
Yeah. There's no point in shutting.
Yeah. Yeah, no. But like, sure, well, like, because it was a whole SA thing that all the pubs had to shut, so.
Yeah.
They would have had to.
But that's what I'm saying. The forced closure was only a couple months.
Yeah, that's true.
For us.
Yeah.
But other states,
it was longer.
That forced closure
especially
was
like
longer.
Victoria.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like, I can't imagine too many mum and pop businesses, like, doing,
extremely well.
Eggs or staying alive. Like, they probably would have had to close indefinitely until they sort their financial situation out or something like that.
Yeah, damn.
Or at least, like Victoria would have been hit the worst for
Yeah.
that type of stuff. Like if you went to Victoria for a holiday, it would be mainly the businesses
Like
that
DFOs.
were, or the businesses that were smart with their, like they don't live week to week through the business, if that makes sense. Like they're turning around a profit and then like keeping that money or investing it back into the business or something like that. But other businesses, they're just like spend everything, so they're just at a zero.
Yeah.
So then it's like, apparently a lot of like restaurants and stuff are like that. because
Okay.
of how much like wastage and stuff that
Yeah.
they account for. It's like they just pretty much run it at net zero.
Net zero, yeah. In saying that, alcohol tax went up.
Yeah, so good
Great.
for like pubs and stuff, but not good for people. Yeah.
The people that go to pubs.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like at work, it's now $11.50 for an imperial.
11.50. Wow. So what? When did I leave? It was 10.50. So it's gone up $1 in 3 years.
Yeah.
3 years? 3 years.
Yeah. 4.
3.
3. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know if that's good, because I think it went up $1. Oh no, that's probably on par, because I reckon the 3 years before that it was 10.50, then it was $10 before that.
Yeah. And now it's like $10 happy hour price.
So that's what they used to cost
Yeah. That's
when I like started working there,
yeah, that's crazy.
and they like Imperial Pints stayed at that price like until 3 or 4 years before I left.
Yeah.
And
then it started going up.
Yeah, and they were not happy. Locals and
Oh,
regulars were not happy.
No.
Like more than $10 for a Guinness, they're like,
Yeah, flip the table.
what?
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah, don't tell old Irishmen that the price of beer's gone up.
You'll die. They'll jump over the bar. Just like strangle you.
Hoity toity, have a good day.
Give you Guinness for under $10. Yeah, 100%.
Happy hour permanently.
Yeah, I come here. I put so much money into this place. Yeah, the classic
Yeah,
regular. I put so much money into this place.
I basically own this place. It's like, well, you don't.
No, but okay. Like that was the. I don't. Yeah, actually, I probably shouldn't talk about it. There was some people at our work that were being really rude, and then we asked them to move for because we had to put a bunch of stuff away into the carriage, and he was just like, "No, we don't want to move." Even though the whole pavilion was empty, they're like, "No, we want to sit here."
Classic.
And I was just like, and then
And it was it towards the end of the night?
yeah,
Yeah, so you were like literally packing up to go home.
yeah, and they were like, "No, we're not moving." And then they're like, "We put so much money into this place, we don't need." And I was like, I was so mad because I was like, "Why are you
should
so
have just
entitled?"
did it around them.
They were literally like in front of the door for
Yeah,
the
so
carriage.
you open the door as far as you can open it, and
It was
then
about a meter.
yeah, and then you start putting stuff in there.
Umbrellas, like huge 4-meter umbrellas.
Yeah, or just like turn around, knock
Knock them
it.
out.
Yeah. Whoops, sorry, we're just packing up here.
No, yeah,
you guys didn't want to move, so
Yeah.
that was your own fault.
Yeah, it's not my fault.
We're not liable.
Oh, and then that's when I would get fired.
Nah, you're the
Nah.
managers. Be like, I'm the manager. Fuck you guys.
And then the venue manager would be like, did you assault someone? It was an accident.
Clearly.
Review the footage of me just giving. Oh, that's classic. Yeah. Probably shouldn't go too much into ranting about work online. I don't see that ending well.
I don't have anything to rant about work. I like my job.
Yeah, I mean, like I like my job, but there's just like
There's hospitality.
yeah, it's hospitality. So there's good and then there's bad. And
Yeah. I feel like you need to work in hospitality for like a year or so
to understand
to understand.
hospitality.
Yeah, so it's like they need to do that. They need to make it a prerequisite for people. It's like if you go out and order food, the only way you can actually do that is by working in hospitality for a year.
Unless you're like under 18, then it's fine.
No, I feel like it has to, that year has
yeah.
to be when you're like 15 years old.
15 is prerequisite. You have to work at a
serving customers for a year.
Yeah.
Because when you go up to a table, if someone hasn't worked in hospitality, like you can tell. You can tell.
Yeah.
And you're like, wow, fuck you.
Yeah, I don't like you now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're just like, hey, you're my servant for the day. And you're like, I'm a fucking person!
I'm a person. I have my own things to do, and I have
You don't
to
disrespect
do
the waiter because they'll spit in your food.
Yeah, basically.
But people don't get that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just some people just don't understand.
No.
And then you get some people that are like just the best customers. They're like, oh, I'm so sorry. Like, I don't mean to complain, but like, say if their food was undercooked, they'll be like, oh, like so sorry, and then and then we give them free drinks, and they're happy.
Yeah.
And they don't complain. They're like, thank you so much. Your service has been awesome. But then there's people like,
yeah. Meal's perfectly fine. They want to complain just to get the free drinks, and you're like, that's not how it works here, love.
No. Yeah.
Sorry, Karen.
Yeah.
You can fuck off.
Yeah. And then just like, the food was fine, everything was fine, and it's just like...
Yeah, you take the plate back to the chef, and the chef goes, what do you mean?
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah.
And it's like the chef's been he's been cooking food for at least 4 years to get his, not degree, to get his qualifications to be a chef. Some random bitch that works at a desk at admin in some fucking stupid place goes, this is undercooked.
And then you go, oh,
well, you asked for medium rare.
Yeah.
There's a bit of red in the steak.
Or like, the like meat burger is like Angus beef. So it's like a little bit of red in the middle.
Yeah.
That's the juiciness.
Yeah, that's what you want in a burger.
They're like, oh, that's blood. Just like,
No.
No, that's the meat juice.
Yep.
And it's blood. It's like, that's...
You undercooked
how do
my
you...
patty and my burger.
Yeah.
It's because they're expecting McDonald's cardboard patties.
Yeah. That would feed their children. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I expect.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Basically. Yeah. How long has it been?
It's been 40 minutes.
40 minutes.
That's pretty good.
That's pretty good.
Well, you can probably cut it down too.
Yeah.
There's some things in there. Neo's. There's someone at the door. Thanks for letting us know.
Yeah. Alright. We should probably wrap it up.
Yeah, we'll wrap it up there, I reckon.
Yeah, make it a shorter one.
Shorter one, short and sweet for the return podcast.
Yeah.
The return, because we returned last time and then did
anything. Went on holidays and then we came back. Yeah. Alright, well, like, subscribe. We should have said like and subscribe if you're enjoying content at the start.
Yeah, probably, but
we'll put up a little text. Like and subscribe. We'll do that.
people know what to do. It's YouTube. It's the 20.
You'd hope, but
it's 2021.
But if you go, oh here, look, subscribe at the start of the video when people watch it, then they're more likely to. But if they get to the end and they're like,
stopped watching.
Yeah, exactly. Because viewer retention on But anyway, that's besides the point. Like and subscribe. See you next time.
See you next time. Hopefully we'll upload a little bit more regularly now.
Yeah, and some more gameplay videos coming out.
See ya.